From the culture, the atmosphere, the sights, the food, the people, their journal, here's to the only place that truly makes my heart feel complete. Japan.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another vlog. Hope you're feeling highly blessed, highly favored, all the above. And as you can tell, we in the smack dab middle of Shibuya. Now look, I told myself I wasn't gonna vlog, but I feel like Japan is one of them places where if you come here and don't vlog, you're gonna be letting yourself down. So we're doing a couple things, a few things on our itinerary. First things first is Osaka. We're going to this thing called the Shibuya Sky Top Lounge, I believe. And then pretty much we're gonna stop in Osaka, Kyoto, do the whole nine, bro. I've been told that this experience is pretty dope, so we gonna see. I feel like I'm putting y'all straight into the mix, all right? Just throwing y'all in. Yo, we officially made it to the top of Shibuya Sky. I ain't gonna hold you. They hit us with a little curveball. They said you can't bring tripods. You also need to have a strap on your camera if you want to come. But it don't make sense because we came up here with tote bags. We couldn't put the cameras in the tote bag. So they sold us this little bag right here. I feel like they just wanted to charge us and make a couple dollars, but it is what it is. But this is absolutely beautiful. You got the whole skyline. Literally, it wraps around this whole entire thing. They got a downstairs area too, and the Mahami is this helicopter pad that you can pretty much take pictures at. But it's just so surreal, and it really puts in perspective how huge Japan is. And I think this is just Tokyo that you can see. But finna get a couple flicks, some in the corner, some over there, probably go downstairs and get some pics too. But besides for the rules, I guess there's rules to be had, I guess. Besides those, this is definitely a must add on your itinerary. Like, y'all, come on now. Tuh, I should have did this my first day. The lighting got better.
Next stop, we got a food break. You know, I've been dying for this one particular dish from Omurice Ikura. You know, typically when I travel, I try to stay away from the well-known areas, especially when it hits TikTok. But when I tell y'all, this place has it. The presentation, immaculate. The food, oh my God. Matter of fact, let's talk about it.
All right, y'all, moment of truth. I was literally looking at this, starving. They gave us a salad. That salad got devoured. So now this is the first impression of this. We got Wagyu, some rice on the side, an egg on top, and they also gave us a potato. So this egg is done to perfection. I need a moment. When I tell you, I am so fulfilled with that meal that I just had. But we just went and got a coffee from this coffee shop. It's actually pretty fire. I got this caramel salted latte. It's from Dotur. I was going to this other coffee shop and I think, forgot what it was called. But Shibuya was 10 minutes away from where we were staying. And it has 3 levels to it. Bathroom up top, 2 working floors, a downstairs area too. I say all that to say, coffee in the hand, food was busting. Hey, yo, Dave, come here real quick. Come. How was the food, bro? Out of 10, what we giving it?
12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Bro, that was the best thing I had. I didn't even mean to do that to y'all. I know that was a little provocative, okay? But it was just so fire. But I want to make a quick little detour to this little Bottega store because we got the cap on our body, school shorts, Bottega on the feet, ski. I would show y'all Davis, but David left his at the crib like a weirdo. All right, so we're in the Bottega store. I've been in this shop for about, I say like 2 times now, 2 times. And y'all not finna see a lot of shopping just because I got done the majority of my shopping like days ago. I literally landed, spent like 5 bands. Japan is dangerous because you can just walk down the strip and you're gonna find something that you like. But I had got these pair of shoes And I've been a person where I've kind of swapped all my J's out for boots just because I like a grown man feel. But when you can have a shoe that fits well and is more on the high end side, it just flows with outfits. So we got this color. I went outside and like the whole front got scratched up. So we came back and we got these in brown. So these are gonna be my everyday joints. And this is gonna be like when I'm ready to step out a little bit. And these both, guess how much these cost? Hold up, how much was yours, Dave?
$940.
What?
Mine cost $946 on the dot.
Was that with tax?
That's tax free.
That's tax free?
Yeah. How much yours?
I think. How much are these? So about 900. And that's just 2 items. When I go back home, call me young, chill, don't say that. He said mine costs more. When I go back home, I'm turning into young penny pitcher pickle wicker. Bro, I'm so tired of pulling out my damn credit card, bro. I'm so tired of spending money. Bought some feet pics.
Spend it on me, I love when you spend it on me. Go ahead, tell me, got me up in TBOG before.
Now y'all know that was cap. After all, I'm in Japan. This is what I spend in a day. Some Bakari Sweat to start the day off. Now for the big bag activities. We got brunch at Clinton Baking Company. The food was amazing. Now it's time to hit a little stretch because the first stop is Capital Denim. Fire store, I left with 1-layer coat, this dope reversible jacket. Cardo getting cussed out again. This is the second year in a row. Next we got Capital Legs, ran into some stills, and of course hit another Capital. Now I know, save the judgment, but I needed a bag for the airport, so this came in clutch. We walked away with a few sets, just like Mick on the game. I love the hustle, and that's how we ended up in Acne Studios. They had me sold this dope reversible jacket. Shoot, even this bomber was fire. Like Buddy, know he finna make a sale. Next is Gentle Monster, some fire frames, and totally walked away with about 2 shades. And next, a food break at the same mall as Nubia and Shibuya. We had to visit Le Labo. They have a Hong Kong scent that only comes every September. And at this point, we just ripping the band-aid off. At Nubia, we found some dope shorts, but in total, we spent, I'm eating breadcrumbs for the rest of this trip.
I'm so hot of this fashion. 500K my wrist, okay. 5 a.m. tap, you okay.
Day 1 in Kyoto. You know, last time I was here, I just fell in love with it. Like, if you truly want a out-of-body experience, then this is the place to be. With a semi-small city in the center and so many activities to explore, Kyoto is a definite place, but you know, it's better if I show you.
Okay, y'all, next activity, we have the Hosagawa River boat ride. I'm not gonna hold you, I'm a little scared because me and bodies of water don't get along. But there's been a couple activities that I might have not been with or been scared of that I actually did, and it turned out to be the most fun I've had. So we're gonna give it a try because I checked this YouTube video and it actually looked pretty dope, but I'm scared for my life. So it can go either way. It can go really good or it could go really bad and we tip off in the ocean. And if that happened, then y'all not seeing this vlog. We cooked.
I got angel eyes overseeing. Every zone I be in, feds got my Brody friend. Oh, what's good? I got.
Okay, so during the ride, the water does come up a little bit. So they told us to put this little thing up. Bro, this is fire. Oh! It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Huh? Can I swim? I learned how to swim again 2 years ago. Yes, I can. And I got the life jacket on. And now down below is a waterfall. Bro, this is crazy. See, I told you, bro. See, a lot of, like, when black people, when we go on vacation, we tend to not do the non-black activities. Look at the non-black activities. Oh, another one. Waterfall. Oh, shit. This is fun as hell.
Oh, what's good? I got good money. I spend my brain in half. I'm saying shit I don't agree with. I rate my maniacs. I bring the strap.
So sometime during the ride, is these other boats that come around with food, and they got a bunch of little dishes. They got rice. What was this called again? Was it rice? What was it called? Dumbo? Dungo. Dungo. And this is what it, Dungo. All right, gotta make sure I'm right. But this is what it looks like. Dave was about to order me squid. Never again will I trust you. That's insane. And it wasn't like calamari, it was a whole squid. Like, no. It's different.
Boat ride was a fire experience, and with the end stop being so close to everything, the next stop is Bamboo Forest. I'm not too sure which turn we took, but we ended up in a different location than the last trip. Still, it's highly recommended to check this place out, especially because it's literally right around the area and it's a short Uber ride to the small villages that's close to one of my personal favorites.
Listen, y'all, I haven't been able to make a gym in the last 2 weeks. Haven't been able to push any weights, but these stairs, they're gonna do it every single time. But we just made it to the monkey park, did the boat ride, that was fire. We also did the Bamboo Forest. Apple say I'm at 3K steps. I know that's a damn lie. And plus this in itself is gonna be another 5K. I've been here before. Dave hasn't. W Man's in the chat. But this is a dope experience. The only bad thing is that the hike up is insane, but you know.
It's awesome.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
It's a good experience. You know what? We're gonna toughen up and do it again. There's no way. I'm too old for this. Monkey Park is now done. I think it's dope that they opened up the top because the last time I came, only the right side was open, which was pretty dope, but the bottom part was open. This time it was closed, but they opened up the top, and I think it's fire because it gave me a little bit more of an experience. Look at Buddy right here, just chilling. What's happening? They told
I'm eating.
said I'm eating, bro. I'm clocked out. But they tell you not to crouch because if you get on a monkey's level, then it can get a little dicey. And also, before when I had came, it was a little bit more chill. This time, monkeys was dead ass fighting each other, going crazy. But overall, it's a dope experience. What would you give it out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Worth the walk. Worth the exhaustion. for
Yeah.
sure. He was phenomenal.
Facts. And I got the wide angle, but you got a monkey just drinking water. That's fire. Buddy, focus. But it was definitely worth the travel up. The travel down isn't so bad, but when I tell y'all, bro, I am tired. As soon as I hit that Uber seat, I'm clocking out. What's good, y'all? Quick little outfit check real fast. This area, I don't know what it's called, and for the sake of being wrong, I'm gonna put it up on the screen, but this is real nice. They got a bunch of shops, bunch of food spots. If you go down the street, it's this long street, and then it has a bunch of food spots that you can go to. It's this art store that's there. It's a real good location.
All that sounds like you just want to spend some money. That's why we down here.
That's a fact. And Capital Legs is a good clothing store, and it's right next door. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna fight the urge, but that's a lot. But quick fit check, we got the Kimberlab boots, silage bottoms, shirt I'll put up on the screen, hat I stole from Cardo, bag from Slow & Co. We coming light, you know?
Tight ways.
Yeah.
I got the big tags on the feet.
Tight.
Also went steals on the shorts. Went Bape on the top with the Nico tank. Dice our small cap. Slow & Co on the bag. Good quality Wagyu. On the bag.
Man, listen, look. There was supposed to be no shopping in Kyoto, just excursions. But I'm gonna blame Dave because earlier, Dave, he just put it out in the world. He said, oh, we about to spend money, da 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 da. So just, you can't, what is it called? You can't manifest things like that, okay? But I'm gonna justify it. In this strip is a store called, what is it? It's called Nullis. And the one good thing about the store is that there's a lot of good pieces that you can't find back home. The only downside I will say is that they don't have multiple sizes. So whatever you see on the rack is what you get. And me being a person who naturally is, I ain't gonna say I'm bigger, but compared to people here, I am. And I typically do XLs and XLs only. Like Dave, he's having a field day. Me, it's kind of like the luck of the draw, but I found 3 things, right? Number 1, this leather jacket, like, I live in LA, and LA doesn't get that cold, but I will say during the fall seasons, it gets pretty chilly. So this is gonna be fire, and I'm gonna be in Italy. This is gonna go cold with, I went and got extra, these leather gloves. It's black, got the little brown design right here in the middle, cold. And then my last pickup is this jacket from this brand right here, but it has like a semi denim feel. It feels real lightweight. It's cropped. It feels nice. It got the red patch just to make it pop. Like, I know you feel that quality. Am I mad I'm spending money right now? Yes. But is it the end of the world? No. But I'm about to stop. There's a pasta spot right down the street. I'm gonna have some lasagna, and we gonna forget about what we just did.
When you wake up and put on that shirt, when you wake up and punch in the clock, I might wake up the mouth of my cock. We get richer and richer by seconds. I put up investments, I don't really care. I ain't taking advice from no nigga. When I was broke, there wasn't even there.
First of all, I am down tremendously. I don't know what it is, but my intake is so bad. I can literally drink for an X amount of time, and my intake would just always remain bad. 1 glass of wine, and I'm already teed up. But we are at Stars in Casio. If you was following my last vlog, I came here when I was in Kyoto. I probably was here a total of 4 times. And the owner, I ran into him probably about 2 hours ago. We were supposed to take shots, but we ended up shopping, got a little distracted, and missed him. So what I'm gonna do is double back tomorrow. But we got truffle fries, Wagyu tartare that was good. We had this rice ball that was a little questionable, but it was actually surprisingly good. I don't know, matter of fact, it didn't taste like, I don't know if it tastes like anything, but it didn't taste bad, but the texture.
It tastes bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, I don't know if I would order it again, but if somebody had it on the table, I would definitely eat it. And then we also had caviar. That was my first time eating it since I've been grown. Because when I used to see it back in the day when I was, young and childish, something about the little fish egg, it just grossed me out low key. But Dave got, what is that, rigatoni? And then I got the lasagna. The lasagna here is so fire. And I think this might be the only Italian spot in Kyoto. Like, this is a 10 out of 10. If you're ever in the area, recommend. But, you know what? I told you I was lit. All right? Mind your business. If you're judging me, you ugly.
Random fact, but the train system really isn't as difficult as I remember. Now that it's mainly me navigating, it's actually pretty easy, and I find that whenever you do get stuck, people are so willing to help. But it's a new day, and I thought that we revisit some old activities.
Y'all, we done made it to the dare park. It's crazy, and it won't kick into me. The fact that they just be out here chilling like this, and the fact that people are so comfortable. To my right, you can literally see him just out and about, literally just cooling a girl all up in his personal space, just invading everything, just in his face, and he not reacting. I feel bad. It's like, this is a dope experience, but as humans, we need to learn boundaries when it comes to the animals. But we're gonna circle around the whole entire park, show Dave the area, and see if anything changed since the last time I came. I will say, it's definitely way more here than it was last time.
Bruh, my life is fulfilled, but I swear that little homie, you was gonna eat me, I swear.
I had some Starbucks. Yes, sir. Wow, this is crazy. So this is the back half of the dare park. You walk and then I think it's about a 15, maybe 20-minute walk all the way up to the front. It could be more, but it's just about a lot of people stop and they actually be feeding a deer and everything. But do you think this is worth the walk up?
I was just gonna say, based off the experience for the first time, it is
Uh-huh.
for sure.
Yeah,
But if I were to come back here a second time,
Yeah.
I'd stop halfway. I'd stop down there,
Yeah.
where like the long walkway is.
the long walk. Yeah,
But this is fine though. Like,
Yeah.
I like the environment. It's very calming. Deer are kind of, these motherfuckers be begging and choosing.
that is picking and choosing. A lot of people like they bow to show gratitude, but I think I think when the deer bow at people,
Yeah.
they think they're saying hi, but they're really just asking for food. But this is my second time here. If I come here a third time to show some, I'm sorry, I'm not coming. I'm not coming, but it's a dope experience. Mm,
The pro is the experience. The con is the walking.
yes, and I'm hot as hell. It's an hour train ride here. I might take that hour Uber back.
Then I saw a pretty little face standing right by the exit. I said it's funny that you here, cause I know this really ain't your thing.
So it is currently a new day, and as you can tell, we done switched the vibe. I was staying on the east side, now I'm on the west. The good part about this place, I've been told that it's more so the bougier space. A couple people, oh damn, that's my Uber. Let's pick up this combo back in the car. But like I was saying, a couple people told me that Kodo is more so the bougier area, which is kind of absurd to me when people say, you know, this is a bougie part of Tokyo when everything looks nice. Compared to the States, everything is bougie here, you know what I mean? But the hotel is pretty spacious and it's fire. But the downside of being in this area is that, one, it is loud. It kind of reminds me of like a small New York or like a downtown Philly compared to the other areas that I was at. And then also is about 20-30 minutes just to get to anywhere. Last night I came from this little, I want to say a little lounge. I paid $70 in Uber fees. I could take the train, but the last part of my trip, I feel like I've been doing so much that I'm just trying to use the most convenient and lazy way. But we're currently going to this burger spot that I went to early in my trip. It is so pressure. If I was on death row and it was like, Ron, you get one meal to choose. One, before you check. This is the meal that I would choose. So we finna get going. Let me stop yapping. And let me put you on. American Diner Andrea. If you visit, please check this place out. The food lives up to the hype. It's a good vibe, great menu. I really can't believe I had my best burger in Japan, but the day is almost over. We got one more stop. Senjoji Temple. This was honestly on my list the entire trip, but we finally made it over. Located in Tokyo, this temple really comes to life at nighttime, especially with all the shops around it that just make it feel more of an experience. It really just amazes me that stuff like this even exists. Like, Japan is filled with so much culture. When you really think about it, I just say to myself, how can you not be in awe? What is good, y'all? Temple is finished, and now we are in the trenches, in the smack dab middle of Shibuya. We left peace and quiet to come to the chaos. It's so crazy. Like, Tokyo is such a quiet and to yourself type of area, and then you come to Shibuya. It kind of reminds me of Osaka, where it's just a lot going on. But I'm here because I am starving, and one of my Korean barbecue spots is literally up the street. It's like a little self-serve spot. It's so good and it's affordable. But we just wrapped up the temple, and I will say, me being here by myself, Cardo left a couple days ago and David left a few hours ago. So this is the first time I got to really enjoy being on my dolo, like just really being on a solo trip in a while. And I low-key forgot how peaceful and how freeing it feels. One of the things about Japan that I was kind of scared about is that I was going to be lost and not really know what to do just because of the language barrier. But Japan is such a English friendly country. There's English under the Japanese wording, and then if you don't know what you're doing, people just help you out. But just being here and running into people from other countries is so dope. And just like I said, like the temple experience, this is the first time that I've been solo, just on my own in quite a while. One of the biggest things for me and what really helps me like really just excel in life is just having moments where I get to thrive in my own solo and really get to thrive just being by myself. And I feel like since moving to LA, I've been blessed to have people around me who are great people, and I have community now, and it's dope. But sometimes when I'm by my dolo, I kind of feel weird, and I ain't like that. So this was just a reminder to myself that I can be alone, and I enjoy moments like this. But I'm gonna stop yapping. It's going on what time? I think it's 10 p.m. Disgusting, way past my bedtime, but this barbecue spot is well worth it. So we're gonna stop talking. We're gonna get some food.
Dear Journal, I'm ending this trip with so much gratitude, so thankful to not only experience, but also to even be in a position to be able to travel and cross off a place that has always been such a huge part in my childhood. You know, trip 2 is in the books, and honestly, I just can't wait for the next.